Hey everybody, it's me, Crazy Frankie, and I'd like to welcome you to my first video blog for the upcoming NFL season. Before we get into the discussion of what will happen this season in the NFL, I'd like to take this time to let you all know that my weekly NFL picks will be back this year for 2012, along with my 4 key game pick videos that will be posted every week on YouTube during the 2012 NFL season. The only downer I had this upcoming NFL season is because due to the fact that my job status and my current financial situation had forced me to cut my DirecTV service, so that means that for the upcoming NFL season I will not have NFL Sunday Ticket anymore, and it's kind of a drag too. I've had NFL Sunday Ticket since 2004, but now the fact that I'm making less money now, I can't afford it anymore, so it's kind of a downer for me this year. But it's okay, though. I do follow the NFL. I love the NFL so much, and I can't wait for the season to start already. Anyways, let's talk about what's going to happen in my predictions for each division in both the AFC and NFC, shall we? So, in the AFC, let's start in the AFC East. Now, this is, without a doubt, look, this is the Patriots division right here. As long as Tom Brady is the quarterback for the New England Patriots, I don't see any other team in the AFC stopping them. They could try to give the Patriots a fight, but really, it's really the Patriots division. I expect them to win it again this year. This is going to be no surprise. New England Patriots will win the AFC East. Buffalo's got a lot of issues offensively and defensively. I don't know if Ryan Fitzpatrick will have that same start he had last season when the Bills were, like, I think 5-0, and then all of a sudden the team fell apart. I don't know if that team will get back on track. They have a lot of issues defensively, offensively. If they got to stay healthy if they even want to put up any points. Miami Dolphins, their issue simple. They need a quarterback. No matter what they do defensively, offensively, if they don't have a quarterback, this team has no chance of scoring any points at all, even with a good running game, because you do need a passing game as well. And obviously, whoever ends up at quarterback is going to have their hands full trying to call the plays and work with that offensive line they have. The New York Jets, obviously, media mongers, along with the fact that with the acquisition of Tim Tebow from Denver, defensively, they need help. Their defense really struggled a lot last year. They gave up a lot of points, and really, without a good defense, that team's going to go nowhere. I don't expect the Jets to do much. It's going to be Mark Sanchez against Tim Tebow, whoever gets that quarterback position for their offense, and really, that's going to be tough for them. So, in all honesty, if you look at the entire AFC East, the Patriots have this division in the bag. AFC North, it's going to come down to 3 teams. The Baltimore Ravens, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Don't expect the Cleveland Browns to do much. They haven't done squat ever since they came back in 1999 as an expansion team, so don't expect them to do anything this year. It's going to be the same bullcrap from them. Baltimore won this division. Obviously, Joe Flacco has started to put himself in the category of an elite quarterback, but can he keep this team together offensively and defensively, because they had a heartbreaking loss last year in the AFC Championship game against the Patriots. I do expect the Ravens to be the same team. I think they're going to win this division again. The Pittsburgh Steelers right now, Ben Roethlisberger's health is a big issue. His shoulder, obviously, the injuries are catching up to him. I don't know if the Pittsburgh Steelers offense can hold it together. Defensively, Troy Polamalu is not the same Troy Polamalu ever since the injury he had a few years ago. And it's really hurting the team, and I don't know if this Steelers team is starting to either go down or who knows what. So I don't think the Steelers will win the division, but maybe at most a wild card team. I see them. Cincinnati, they had a great season last year. Andy Dalton stepped up. I don't know. Let's see if they can keep it together, because I think they're the only other team that can probably put up a fight with the Ravens for the division. I don't know. I don't think they have enough. I still think the Ravens win this division, and I think Pittsburgh will get a wild card spot. AFC South, obviously, I see Andrew Luck getting the quarterback job for the Indianapolis Colts. They're still going to be a struggling team, but maybe at most I'll probably see them with a record of 4-12, maybe last place. That AFC South really is bad. Jacksonville Jaguars are bad. They got a young quarterback. Who knows what's going to happen with them? Tennessee, they got quarterback issues too. I don't know who will be the starting quarterback. They also need help at the defensive end. I don't know if they're... Hopefully their draft picks will step up, but I don't know. That team's... But Houston got into the playoffs easily with, I think, a 9-7 record, I think, last season. They're pretty good, but I mean, they're going to win this division easily by default. I don't expect much out of the AFC South. The AFC West. Obviously, this is a division close to my heart because I am a big San Diego Chargers fan. The Chargers had a lot of injuries last year. Phillip Rivers had to deal with so much with a broken down offensive line due to injuries. On the defensive side, they struggled as they also suffered injuries. But this team is healthy. They're going to be a team to reckon with. I think they will win the division because really I don't really see Kansas City doing anything. Kansas City's really, who knows what's going on with that team, quarterback issues. They had injuries as well last season. Even with Peyton Manning at quarterback for the Denver Broncos, maybe at most a 9-7 team, probably enough to make the playoffs. As I probably see Denver as the second wildcard team to make the playoffs, but I like the Chargers in the AFC West. I think Phillip Rivers and the entire Charger team, they're going to be healthy and they're going to be ready, and I think they win this division probably at 10-6. What about the Raiders? Look, everybody who knows me personally, you know I hate the Raiders with a passion. I'm a big-time Raider hater, and I'm damn well proud of it. Simple as that. It's going to be Palmer against Liner for the quarterback position. Who knows what their offense is going to look like. They have a new head coach. Defensive-wise, they need a lot of help defensively. And I don't really see the Raiders going anywhere this year. The Raiders probably at most maybe a 3-13 record or maybe a 2-14 record. I think it's going to be bad for them. In the NFC East. The NFC East is one of the hardest divisions to pick because it's a very tough division. The Super Bowl champion Giants, after coming off their big win over the Patriots in Super Bowl 46, obviously they still have the same team even though they lost Manningham. They don't have him anymore. They're still going to be a team. They still have pretty much the same team from the Super Bowl championship team from last season. And I pretty much think they will have a shot to win this division. But if the Eagles can stay healthy and if Michael Vick can finally step it up a notch, and if the defense can get their act together, I still think, to me, it's going to be between the Eagles and the Giants for the NFC East division crown. As far as the Redskins concerned, obviously, who will be quarterback of that team, God only knows. And I don't know what Mike Shanahan's going to do to try to get this team back together to form, because really the Washington Redskins haven't been good in years, and I don't expect them to do much. The Dallas Cowboys concern and all that, look. Tony Romo's is going to have to put up or shut up, because I think, to me, there could be a quarterback change this season if he doesn't get the Cowboys off to a good start this season. And they got the Giants in the first game of the 2012 season in a few weeks. So in all honesty, he needs to put up or shut up. Otherwise, it's going to get out of hand for the Cowboys easily. Jerry Jones can say all he wants and he'll get this team back into the playoffs and all that. I personally don't see it. Defensively, the Cowboys gave up a lot of points last season, and they lost very close games that they should have won. I don't really think the Cowboys are going to be much. I don't expect them to do anything. So, who do I like in the NFC East? I like the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles will win the division if they can stay healthy. Other than that, if the Eagles start breaking down and all that, I see the Giants winning this division easily. But I'll go with the Eagles. And I probably will say the Giants will get a wildcard spot. NFC North Division. Don't hold your breath right now, because I see the Detroit Lions making moves now. I still think the Packers will win the NFC North. They still have the same team, even though injuries hurt them last season into the playoffs with that loss against the Giants. I still think the Packers will win the NFC North Division, or as Chris Berman liked to say, the NFC North. The Packers still have the same team. Aaron Rodgers is still the same quarterback. They will still be the dominant team in the NFC North. But the Lions will definitely give them a fight. I think the Lions, they're no joke anymore. If the team can stay healthy and if they're more disciplined defensively, especially Snu, if he can get his act together and get that defense going and all that, the Detroit Lions are a team you better watch out for. What about the Bears? Jay Cutler is a big question mark right now, even though he had an injury last season. Bears. I mean, the Bears are mostly known for defense. So, in all honesty, defense is what keeps that team together. Quarterback, they've always had an issue. And the Minnesota Vikings, who knows who's going to be the quarterback of that team? I mean, that team right now is a mystery. I don't know what to expect out of them. So I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers will easily win the NFC North division. And maybe the Lions will probably get the second wildcard spot. In the NFC South, the bounty issue is really hurting the Saints with the suspension also of head coach Sean Payton the entire year. Drew Brees is going to have to carry the team all by himself. I don't think the Saints are going to be the same team that they were from last season. Don't expect much out of them. I mean, suspension of players, the suspension of their head coach is really hurting the team. The Falcons, Matt Ryan didn't have much of a good year, but they're going to bounce back this year. I think this is the year for the Falcons to win the division and probably make a deep run in the playoffs. But as far as that division is, the NFC South, I will say the Falcons will win. Maybe Carolina can give them a fight if Cam Newton can play very good football like he did last year, and that team can keep together. Tampa Bay, who knows what's going to happen with Tampa Bay? They got quarterback issues, and really, I don't know who knows with that team. I like the Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South. And the NFC West, there's no doubt about it. The San Francisco 49ers are going to run away with this division. The rest of that NFC West division sucks. Well, maybe the Cardinals could probably make a run. I don't know if Kelvin Kopp can really step it up. I don't know if he can really get that Cardinal team going. The Seahawks, they were close to playing up to 500 football. I think they were 7-9 last year, I think. Quarterback issues, that's another thing they have too. Defensively, also they need a little bit of help on the defensive end. Seattle's another mystery team. I don't know. I don't consider them a sleeper pick. And as far as the Rams is concerned, Sam Bradford has got to step it up this year. I mean, the Rams everybody thought they were going to win the division last year. Even I did. But they need a lot of help on the offensive end. He needs talent around him. And the defense right now, they're not that great either. So I don't know what to expect from the Rams this year. This is clearly the 49ers division to win. It's pretty much a 49ers all the way. They'll easily run away with the division. All right, everybody. That's pretty much my my division picks for both the AFC and NFC. I can't wait for the upcoming season. We are less than a month away. I can't wait for week 1. I'm so pumped up and excited. I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. For all my NFL gurus out there, including myself, are you ready for some football? Because you know I am. Everybody take care, and I will see you before the regular season to make my picks for week 1. For now, take care and be safe.